Lately, I've been feeling this weird feeling that no matter what I'm doing, it's never enough. I know it sounds a little ungrateful. My life is actually pretty good, It's not bad. I have place where to live, I have food to eat, my family is healthy and alive, so it's so many things to be grateful. I'm creating content, and yet, if I'm being completely honest, I've spent way too much time recently feeling like I'm behind and like I'm not doing enough. Like I should be further ahead. And I think the reason it's been bothering me so much is because I genuinely don't know what I want. Or maybe the problem is that I want too many things. Because one day I convinced myself that social media is what I want to focus on. And then I start thinking about acting, modeling. Then I think about master's degree to get into fashion, luxury brands, maybe tech, PR, communications, like to have a real career. Maybe I should move to the US and try to focus on getting visas. Maybe I should do this, maybe I should do that. And sometimes I look at people who have one clear path, and honestly, I feel a little jealous because everything feels simpler when you know exactly what you want to do. But I realized that the thing making me anxious isn't actually the uncertainty, it's the guilt. The guilt of feeling like I should already have the answers. Like at 23, 24, I should know exactly what I'm doing. I should be successful, rich, married, have kids, and everything figured out. I need to know which career I'm building, where I will live, how my future will look like. And when I don't know those things, I start feeling like somehow failing. Then I caught myself doing something that I think a lot of ambitious girls do. I started appreciating my life. I started feeling guilty almost all the time. And I started questioning myself. Am I successful enough? Am I making enough money? Am I growing fast enough? Am I productive enough? Am I doing enough? And what's scary is that there is never an end to those questions. Because every time you answer one, your brain creates another one. I actually came across something psychologists call the arrival fallacy, and it's basically this idea that we convince ourselves that happiness is waiting for us somewhere in the future. We think, oh, when I move countries, then I'll be happy. Oh, when I'll get this job, I'll be definitely happy. But what happens most of the time, you get the one thing and then you already want another thing. You feel excited for a little while and then this becomes normal. And your brain immediately starts looking for the next thing. And honestly, when I read that, I felt attacked because that's exactly what I've been doing. A few years ago, living abroad felt impossible. Now it's normal. Creating content felt for me impossible. Now it's normal. Working with brands and earning money from that felt impossible. Now it's normal. And every time something becomes normal, instead of being grateful for that, I move the finish line again. And I want something else, something new, something bigger. I start focusing on everything I still don't have and what I want. And I think that's where a lot of unhappiness comes from, not because our lives are sad or bad, but because we're constantly comparing our current reality to some future version of ourselves or to other people who are more successful. But the more I think about it, the more I realize that version probably doesn't exist because even when we get closer to her, we just create another version and another one and then another one. So recently, I've been trying to ask myself a different question. Instead of asking, what am I missing? I've been asking, what would the version of me from 5 years ago think about my life today? I'm definitely not where I want to be. I'm definitely still don't know what I want to do, what I'm doing, if I'm doing wrong or right. And I have a lot of hard situation in my life right now, and my mental state is not the best. But we need to remember to be grateful for what we have. It's okay to want to grow. It's okay to want more opportunities, but you still should be grateful for what you already have and what you've built. Some people don't even have basic things like accommodation, like roof on top of their heads, food, and all of this. And you have all of this. I was acting like I could only appreciate my life only once I became successful enough, once I achieved enough, once I became enough, once I'm loved. And I don't think that's how happiness works. I think you can be ambitious and grateful at the same time. I think you can want more and still appreciate what you already have. I think you can just spend day at home laying in bed and don't feel guilty for that because that's also okay because you're a live person. and you need to rest. You might not want to do anything, and that's okay. You probably don't need to have everything figured out. And maybe the fact that you're still exploring doesn't mean you're lost. Maybe it just means you're still becoming the person you're supposed to be. I hope that helped somebody, and I was really happy to share my thoughts. It's really random. I just sat on the beach and I was like, I really want to do that video. It's okay to want more, but your happiness shouldn't depend on that. See you in the next one.